Where is he? Where is he?
Where's the dummy that well, not almost. Where's the dummy that deleted the entire context, the entire chat between him and GPT? No, not even GPT, him and Gemini.
Brother. Oh! I deleted the entirety of the chat between me and Gemini that I started the development process with. Well, not first time. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. But you see, by God's grace, wisdom, I used wisdom, foresight. I said, I've watched a couple of videos on coding and all these different just methods and tools in general, and people seem to say that sometimes these tools forget the context for the entire development process. So I thought to myself,
Lord, please give me wisdom on how to fix this. So
I thought about a prompt that would basically just summarize everything that I would need to give to for someone else who doesn't even code.
As a prompt, like, and
I thought about a prompt that would summarize all the code and everything we've done up to a certain point that would give context to anyone who is either a developer or not a developer. So like if you're not a developer, you can read everything and still understand the point of the app. But if you are a developer, you can read it, understand the point of the app, and actually how to replicate the app itself. Not fully, but like you understand the foundations. It has like the tech stack. It has certain meanings of certain variables and attributes and what certain files mean, and has the file tree, which basically means like the arrangement of the files in the folder. So for the back end, the front end, boring. It has everything you need to basically replicate the app. So now we're gonna have to see if this new chat that I've started will fix the issues that I was having. I almost goofed, for real. In the moment, I felt like defeated, but I knew deep down, I was like, I'm gonna find a solution. By God's grace, I'm gonna find a solution. If I believe, and I don't want to say God if it's God's will, but if it is God's will for me to do this app, I'm gonna finish it. Like no matter how much I mess up, and not necessarily finish this app just so I can, put it out there and release it, but like just so I can learn something. God can teach me something using this. Just like Joseph, he was sold by his own brothers. Well, he was almost killed, but then it was like, let's not kill him. Let's sell him. That was the oldest brother, I think. Reuben? I don't remember. Amarim? Manchester United? United? Sorry. I don't know. I'm not a Manchester United supporter. I support Man City, by the way. And if you hate me because of that,
great. It feeds me.
okay, all right. That's a crazy freeze frame. I think we're fine. I'm going to go to the gym because frustration. But I only have like 1 hour or like 30 minutes to work out. So, because the gym closes at 6 p.m. today, and it's almost, what's the time right now? It's 4:55. So, I'm going to go change and then get out of your hair. But anyways, week 1, done. We're going to move on to the next process. And from now on, I'm going to put a contingency plan at after every single milestone, I'm going to ask it to update documentation, and then say, hey, give it all the context it needs so I can go to another window. Am I getting a call? What the heck just happened? Anyways, Godspeed. Alright, hello. It is week 2 and technically day 3 of me filming these app updates or live updates. And today I'm going to find out if the solution I really implemented 2 days ago is going to continue working or even going to work as much as I think it will work. And I just wanted to say that before I started the day off or started the week. And yesterday too, there was a sermon from church, and it was about, we focused on Peter. I think it was Acts. Let me just get it right now before I misquote my pastor. Acts chapter 4, verse 23 to 31. And today, before I start doing work, I'm going to make sure to go over all the notes. It's something that I'm just trying to do to, quicken my faith, because one of the things mentioned in there was how one would grow in their faith. And that you have to, one, have community and be praying and be in communion with God, and obviously read the word. It sounds very basic, but it's like if you're not doing those things, if you feel stagnant in your faith, you're obviously not doing the things you need to do to get close to the God that you claim to serve, right? Which is me.
I beg your pardon?
Whoa. I mean, when I say you, I mean me. I don't mean I'm the God. That's insane. Let's do that again. You do all these things if you indeed claim to serve. Like, if you're not getting close to God, you have to feel like, oh, okay, what markers am I using? What things am I engaging in to actually get me closer to God? That's not the point of this. Anyways, I just wanted to give an update on that before I started the day. So I'm going to go to the cafe where I'm the most productive. or at least that's what I tell myself. Placebo, right? It's like, if I go here, I'm going to be productive. Therefore, if I go there, I'm going to be productive. But if I make up my mind that if I'm home, I'm not going to be productive, then I'm not going to be productive. Even if it is pattern recognition, I think there is a desire to be productive at home can spark a change to be productive at home. But for now, we're going to go to the coffee shop, go do the work, and, I'll update you when I get there. And also, the desk is still not clean up. I don't really have an excuse. I could have cleared it this morning, I'm not going to lie, but I was in bed playing a game. Guys, in the path to becoming undeniable, you have to start off unremarkable. And at this point, I'm very unremarkable. There are some marks, but I withhold my remarks. I will see you at the coffee shop. All right, hello. I hope you can hear me. I just finished reading my word, the Bible. That was good. It was refreshing. Specifically highlighting the things that I talked about earlier on yesterday. I think I really finally deeped or understood, or more like it's more solidified in my mind and my heart that God really is in control. He is sovereign, and that I am forgiven and I am a child of God. And that all this striving and working to be better and in becoming undeniable, I'm sort of relying on my own strength, and that's not really sustainable. And when I say relying on my own strength, I don't mean I'm exerting effort. What I mean is that with everything I'm doing, I believe that because God has already equipped me, I don't need to go to Him. I don't need to go to His people. I can do all these things on my own. And if there's anyone who's going to help me, it would be some random stranger or whoever God decides to bring my way. But I don't have to go out and seek those people. And I'm wrong, But yeah, read the word. That was good. I'm gonna do that. The goal is to do that every single day. And if I don't do it on a certain day, it's because I didn't want to, not because I was being attacked spiritually or anything like that. Yeah, and maybe that's a wrong mentality. I don't know. Something's gonna change. Who knows? But yeah, point is, I'm in the coffee shop now, and all right. So I just implemented the changes, and I'm about to figure out if it works. I'm gonna screen record in 3, 2. Okay, recording. So, check in. Okay. Hold on. It's not working. See, the idea is to make these display like side by side, but I don't know why they're not doing that. Like, changing the views works, right? Hide notes, show notes, it all works. That works too. But for some reason, it's not. Let me try one more thing. Now I'm gonna work on my resume for about 10 minutes, get that tweaked, apply to, let's say, 5 jobs. And if I'm being honest with you, right now, there's so many distractions in this place.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused, brothers.
So I'm gonna look away and focus. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to work. I'll let you know what the update is. My camera's battery's about to die. I have another one, but I wanna see how quickly I can do this.
Two hours later.
Okay, moment of truth. What is this? No.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Disappointing. We're gonna try again. Alright, as I've already mentioned before, the point of this app that I'm making is to check in on people more, or just be more intentional about reaching out to people and building relationships. And hold on. Okay. Sorry. I thought I wasn't in focus. Basically, the whole reason I'm making this app is to be more intentional about the relationships that I have and the relationships that I do have, or the relationships I want to develop in the future. And I think it's hard to do that when you're sort of overwhelmed by the amount of people that you know or you want to get to know. Because one, there's a desire to express kindness and just overall be a blessing and serve others, but there's also a limited capacity that I have as a human being. One that believes in God, not obviously, but one that believes in God. That being, I don't even know what the word to say is. I'm working on my vocabulary. Even though a human that is empowered by the Holy Spirit and has faith in God, I still have a limited capacity, and I need to just be wise about that. So in an attempt to make this app, before I do that, I sort of have to be intentional in whatever way I can right now. And I think I want to start with just my family in general. I don't think I talk to them. Well, I know I don't talk to them frequently enough, because in my head I believe that everything I'm doing right now is going to end up benefiting them. So they should understand my lack of communication, because I'm working on an app, or I'm applying a job, or I'm working on content, or I'm improving myself, not even for my own benefit, but to benefit them in the long run. Because who better to benefit from my growth than the people who have invested in me all my life? So I'm gonna try my best to just reach out to them every day and just maintain that contact, because I think there's a point in my life where, my own sisters kind of started to feel like strangers, and even my parents at some point. I was like, do I even know what's going on in their lives? And that's a tough thing to admit, but it's the truth. So yeah, that's a quick update. I'm gonna get back to doing this, trying to implement all the features. Listen, man, guys, boys, I have to be honest with you, man.
It's tough being handsome, It's very hard being the most attractive.
I'm kidding. I think I'm gonna be honest again. I think ever since I lost weight and became more confident, there's this weird level of, like, there's this different level of, not temptation, well, temptation to some degree, but like to where like there's validation. I get validation from people acknowledging the work that I've done. Not even just in the gym, but just like work in general. It's like, oh, good job, David. Like, it goes a long way. I don't want to say that my love language is words of affirmation, but low-key it kind of is. Not just affirming me for affirming me's sake, but like a very specific thing that someone knows I'm working on, and they kind of point it out.
It's like, hey man, good job on the app that you're working on.
Not just like, oh, I'm proud of you, or like some random like that. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. But yeah, I'm done. I'm done. And as always, I'll give you another update later on. So yeah. Cut the feed. I said cut the feed. All right, we're gonna figure this out, guys. I've run into something that's just like, I don't really know what the issue is. I think I'm still learning how to like document this series in general. Becoming undeniable, or developing my own app, whatever it's gonna be called. I think I like becoming undeniable, because I can just litter this devlog like in there, bits and pieces. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. And yeah, it's nice bringing your vision to life, because then you can actually see objectively how that looks, and then you can add to it, take away from it. But yeah, in bringing the vision to life, there's also just like pitfalls and frustrations and blockers that you find along the way. And you just have to believe that there will be a solution, and you have to find that solution. And by God's grace, we will fix this. We will persevere and prevail. And if I'm able to do it today, you will literally see it. The video's not gonna end. But if I don't, Godspeed. Oh, hold on. Let's do that again. Godspeed. What? Wait, hold on. No. Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand what the issue is. I'm trying to uninstall and reinstall the whole thing to see if it fixes it. Alright. Let's see.